ever hopped onto social media and thought, I'm just gonna get on here for a few minutes, and the next thing you know, you've wasted half an hour and you've put some items in your cart and you are feeling like you need a new wardrobe and probably need to redecorate your house? If so, you are not alone. I know how that feels. It's pretty crazy how we can go quickly from content to consumer. Suddenly what we already have isn't good enough, and now we need all of this stuff that 15 minutes ago we didn't even know we wanted. This is influencer culture, and it wreaks havoc on all of us. So today I want to talk to you and to myself about de-influencing ourselves, and not in a judgmental way, but in a freedom way. Because if you're tired of feeling like you never measure up and you need to keep up and you just, that next thing is going to help you do it, you're in the right place. This is It's All His, where we talk about managing God's money, God's way for God's glory, and a great way to do that is to not let ourselves be influenced by the world. If that sounds like something that would encourage you, please hit that subscribe button and follow along for new videos every week. We're all influenceable, and we're all people who influence others. Whether it's social media, television, our friends and family, we are prone to being pushed in certain directions. And the influencer culture is making millions of dollars a year on trying to shape us, on trying to make us think we need what they have. We see these curated, perfectly lit, edited lives, sponsored haul videos on YouTube, aesthetically pleasing home tours, all of it. Without even realizing it, we start to measure our worth by what we lack, seeing what other people have, and we start to get taken over by feelings of envy and discontentment. And it's pretty insidious. And I know that you've experienced this because I have too. We all have. Proverbs 27:20 comes to mind in the NIV. Death and destruction are never satisfied, and neither are human eyes. That hits pretty hard, and it really does make me think of influencer culture, because our eyes are never satisfied. We're constantly scrolling. We're constantly adding to our carts. Marketers know this. Influencers are literally banking on it. If they can get us to feel that emotional tug of discontentment, we are more likely to add things to the cart. But the reality is, God never meant for stuff to satisfy us. Our satisfaction is meant to be found in Him. 1 Timothy 6:6-8 says, "Godliness with contentment is great gain, for we brought nothing into the world and we can take nothing out of it." Contentment is saying, I have enough because God is enough. It's not something we will magically achieve when we get that perfect house or that pair of shoes we've been wanting. It's a spiritual muscle that we build over time as God helps us. It comes from growing in gratitude for what we've been given. And this doesn't come easy to me, which is why I was excited to make this video, because I need these pep talks. I need these reminders for myself. And I'm hoping that some of you out there will feel encouraged knowing you're not alone, and you'll be motivated to want to de-influence and not let these voices, these competing voices trying to get you to buy, trying to get you to feel discontent, to win. Because we have to actively fight for our contentment and fight against all of that noise. Now, does this mean you can't ever buy things? No. You can buy cute things. You can buy a cool kitchen gadget that you think will make your life easier. It's not wrong to make a purchase. What this means is you don't need those things that beautiful girl in her perfect kitchen is telling you that you need to feel valuable. Those things will not fill the hole. You don't need those things to be loved, and you definitely don't need those things to be obedient to God. That should be our first source of joy and completeness and feeling whole, wanting to please our God. So what are some practical things we can do to de-influence ourselves? Well, if you can, put your phone down. Spend less time on social media. Set some of those parameters in your phone that kind of lock you out after a certain period of time. If you're ready to take that big step, and I know for a lot of people it's hard, that's a great place to start. You can also mute or unfollow for a time accounts that you notice tend to make you want to buy. Accounts that make you feel less than. This isn't personal. You're not angry at that influencer. This is just a way to protect yourself from those sinful feelings in your heart that will crop up. This could definitely be a very wise thing to do for a while. It's something I've done multiple times. Another thing you could try is something that I've really been finding helpful lately, and that's using the 24-hour rule before I make a purchase. If it's not something that is a definite need or something we've budgeted in, I am not going to buy something. It will sit there in the cart for at least 24 hours. And I find that as I do this more and more, it's easier and easier to just clear out that cart, close down that app, and realize that I don't actually need that item. Just build in that pause to protect yourself from being influenced and being emotionally influenced in the moment. And the next thing you can do is be really clear about, is this a want or is it a need? If it's just a want, if it's not an immediate need, put it on a list somewhere. And when you do your next budget, pay all the bills, do all the things you need to do, and then with what's left over, look at that wants list and say, okay, a week ago, I really did want that shirt. It's in the budget. I still really think I'd like it. I'd get a lot of use out of it. I'm going to budget it in. And then now it's not an emotional influenced purchase. It's something you've thought about and planned for, and you're not going into debt for, you're not breaking your budget for. Another thing that really helps is creating some financial goals that you can be really excited about. This could be paying off a certain debt, saving up for a vacation or a special outing. Have some goals so that you have a payoff in mind. And so when you are tempted and when you're being influenced by something, you can say to yourself, no, I'm not going to get that because I'm saving up for this or I'm working towards that. This is really helpful. And it means that you're being wise because you're making plans. You have good financial goals in place. And definitely stay in the Word, sister. Let God be your influencer and not all of that noise. Time spent in the Word of God is always going to be worth your while. It will be the best time you spend all day hearing from the Lord, talking to Him in prayer, maybe looking for a study about contentment. I have a series here on the channel called Money Proverbs Monday, where we looked at all different proverbs that have to do with our finances. That could be a great place to get some of God's truth just like pouring into your heart and into your mind to help to de-influence you from all of those worldly voices that are competing for your attention. You don't have to be swept up by every sale, trend, shopping haul, whatever the things are that you're seeing or hearing on your screens or in your ear. You can choose to have peace in your finances over all of that pressure, and you can choose wise stewardship over more stuff. Proverbs 4:23 says, above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. Friends, let's be wise women who guard our hearts and our wallets from being influenced by the world around us. I've created a free printable Bible study about guarding your heart that I will link in the description down below. If you'd like to go a little deeper and you want to find a way to wash yourself in the Word, check that out. It's completely free. I don't even need your email, just my gift to you. If this resonated with you, consider subscribing to the channel, leave me a comment, hit the like button. I would love to talk to you down in the comments. I answer every one of them. And check out this video for more encouragement right now. Thanks for watching.